Hey, this is Dr. Rob. Congratulations, you've been invited to use Referralweb. I'm going to spend a few minutes just giving you a little introduction as to how Referralweb can help you in your practice. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let me give you a little bit of background that will help illustrate how Referralweb will really help you. A few years back, I went out to lunch with an orthodontist and I asked him about a patient that I'd sent to him, Johnny. And he said, I don't know who you're talking about, and in fact, I'm frustrated that this happens to me on a weekly basis. Doctors ask about patients they've sent, and I have no clue who they're talking about. It just makes me wonder how many patients aren't showing up. And I told him that I was frustrated because Johnny was really needing to see him. And we realized that there were so many problems with the current referring method. We found that 80% of doctors refer with the paper referring card, which the specialists actually provide. We found out also that 30 to 40% of all patients referred never follow through and schedule an appointment, and this is huge. A few for good reasons, but most just because it was inconvenient or they just didn't get around to it and they forgot about it. This is a huge problem for specialists, obviously. 30 to 40% of the people that are being referred to them not actually following through. But there are many problems for you as general dentists, and I'm going to go over a couple of problems that you'll find and that you'll recognize. The first one is the patients that just lose the card. Yeah, it's inconvenient for your staff to have to answer their phone calls and try to find out who they're referred to. So with Referralweb, they don't have to do that. They'll have access to it on their phone. Number two, you don't know if they went, how the treatment's going, or when it's completed. So even when the paper reports are sent back after the treatment's completed, they're most often never shown to you as the doctor. And number three, you and the specialist both look unprofessional when the patient shows up and the specialist is not expecting them, doesn't know anything about what's going on, and the specialist has to ask the patient what's happening. It just looks really unprofessional for both of you. Number four, you don't know how the patient's being treated by the specialist. All you know is a specialist is taking you out to lunch or taking you golfing every once in a while. Number five, when you do share digital information, you're often doing it through non-HIPAA compliant means such as Gmail, or you're paying a lot for HIPAA compliant email that you shouldn't because this is free. Number six, your patient often needs to pay for duplicate radiographs because you guys aren't sharing your records. Okay, so let's introduce you to Referralweb. When the referral is sent, an immediate text and email is sent to your patient, giving them driving directions, information about the specialist, and contact information to set up the appointment. The specialist receives a message as well. The specialist office can make a phone call welcoming the patient to the practice. If there are any concerns, they can have a chance to resolve them. After the specialist receptionist schedules the appointment, three things happen. Number one, you are updated on the status of the patient, so that's awesome. And number two, the patient receives a reminder text of the appointment 24 hours before the appointment. And number three, the patient is asked to rate their experience 24 hours after the appointment was made. This allows you to see how your patient is being treated by the specialist and their staff. So basically, you have made your patient transfer effortless, you have much better record keeping, and you have a free HIPAA compliant communication. Okay, well that's it. Now that you've watched the introduction, go ahead and set up your account. There's 3 short videos over here breaking it up into 3 easy steps. You can do it all at once or break it up over a couple of days. Down here is how to send your first referral, and certainly go ahead and invite other offices to use Referralweb. Thanks so much.